And then as soon as I hit live, this got announced. And as Adam said in the chat, yes, we have our first look at the bitter Gavv belt, stomach, the black Gavv, whatever you want to call it. Here it is. Bitter Gavv belt. This is official pictures of it. As you can see, we got sparking gummy in there, as well as Vroken spicy up here. The chains and the boxing gloves. I absolutely love this. This looks sick. And then you go down to the bitter Gavv belt, and obviously it looks a little bit like Gavv with a color switch, with a negative color switch. You got black and blue instead of the red and black. Am I crazy? Yeah, red and black instead of the red and black. So that's what it looks like. Sparking Gummy's got this little, not just translucent, but sparkly version to it. And here's what it looks like without the Gavv. It's a Gavv repaint. The top is different though, because I guess the bottom's different too. It has the spiky teeth, but I love it. It looks great. Unfortunately, this is the only light up part, just like the Gavv belt, the Henshin belt Gavv. And then we have a look at Baky Baki Stick right there. He opens up, looking a little too much like Legend for me. Looking a little too much like Legend for me. I'm going to be honest. Stop showing me things that look like Legend, because I'm just getting more worried that Legend is on his way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've alluded to that and we hinted to that before. But this is a little too close for me. It's a little too close for me. Don't make it looks a lot like Legend. Like, that I'm not okay with us getting this close to Legend, because then I'm just gonna assume Legend is coming. Please stop. Posted more in the Discord. Let me check. Ooh, there we go. We got the box. Ooh, we got the box with a beautiful look at Bitter Gavv himself. There he is. And this suit is so freaking good. Oh my God. It's beautiful. I can't gush about this suit enough. The Gavv suit, if you guys remember when Gavv was announced, I was not all in on the suit. Now, seeing that and seeing this, I'm like, let's freaking go. I am all in. Who do we think this is? Probably the oldest sibling. You think it's Longo. Dark Legend. Dark Legend would be crazy. Bring in a Dark Legend and just make it Legend show. Let's just make it Legend show. Why not? I am of the opinion, because like, here's the rumors, is that we get Bitter Gavv and then we get a Dark Rider that's also using a gun. It's Jeep. The Stomach Dad is already dead. I think it's the Stomach Dad. The Stomach Dad is already dead. We watched him die. But what I think is that the Gun Rider that we have rumored for like March or something is probably Suga, because he's got the gun. He like made the Valen Buster, which is the gun. This gun is, I guess, rumored. I've seen a rumor that it's called the Bake Buster. I don't know if that's true or not. I've only seen it in like one place. And then I think this is Nielv. I think this is Nielv going off his research that he's done of Shoma and the Gavv driver. And he gets his own Valen in the form of Suga. So I think the first Dark Rider we have, this one right here, will be Nielv. I know a lot of people think it's the twins. Why do you think it's twins? That's what I'm wondering. Why do people think it's the twins? Will he get a redemption? Bitter Gavv? I'm assuming Bitter Gavv bites the dust before the end of the series. It's orange, 100% Nielv. Revenge for Sheeta. I also wonder what, like, when Jeep is going to jump back in and do something. What if Bitter Gavv is like Dread and it has 10 users? I could see that. I could see Bitter Gavv being passed around the family and then being like, well, we can do this better than Shoma can. What's up, Proc? How's it going? I think it's Jeep becoming a rider to get Sheeta's death. I think the only thing that makes me think it's not Jeep is that Jeep is the boy, right? He has to get this driver first. And I think the only person that we know right now in the show currently is anywhere near getting this driver is Nielv. Isn't Gavv an organ? Yeah, the Gavv is their stomach or their mouth. the mouth that all the Granuts have, this is just Shoma's version of that. This is just Shoma's second mouth on his stomach. So this is what the box art looks like. We see the beautiful, beautiful suit. And then we've also got his sword, which is just a recolored, like, darker form of Gavv's sword. Hear me out, Dente. Dente, maybe. But Dente also hasn't done anything to show us that, like, he'll be this badass. If he does, don't get me wrong. If he does, sure. And he's like one of the people, he's the dude that made the red Gavv. So I would totally believe that. Neilv might use Jeep to test it and use it after Jeep dies, basically sacrificing her like he did Sheeta. 100% believe that could happen. Definitely believe, but like also, this is, like they said, this is also an organ. So like it's not something that could be passed around. Like this is going to be someone's stomach. Someone's like mouth on their stomach that needs to be operated on. So like that's a good point, that it's not an actual driver. This is someone's organ that's on them. The sword is just exactly like Calibur's. They had a couple of those left over, those molds, and they're like, just do it again. Just do it again. And that's where you get the Baky Baki Stick, which makes me think it's not Legend, but like, damn, if you're telling me that's not Legend, that's crazy close to looking like Kamen Rider Legend. If Kamen Rider Legend gets in this show and doesn't use Baky Baki Stick, I'm going to be like, that's weird. Because that's just Legend. That's just Legend's face. So I don't know where we're going with this. You know?